We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Steve. This is the guy who's got the cable in his wall and wants to know if it will pass 4K. Steve doesn't know anyone with 4K gear he can borrow. That's what we suggested last week. So he's looking into our suggestions of open box equipment from Best Buy to test its in-wall HDMI cable for 4K HDR bandwidth. He's already going to buy an Oppo Ultra HD Blu-ray player, so he just really needs a temporary 4K display to test things out. And since we asked, the cable is a 35-foot monoprice high-speed with Ethernet 22-watt gauge cable. Does that seem like it would be likely to carry the necessary bandwidth?
For 24 frames a second.
Yeah, I was going to say you couldn't do the full 60. That's when I looked it up and I've been looking at it.
Probably not.
And I just
Although
don't
maybe. Cuz 60 frames per second, 4K resolution, 10-bit color is like between 14 and 15 gigabits per second. Is not the full 18. You don't get to the full 18 until you go to 12-bit color.
Right.
Now, people were having problems because early on, the early Ultra HD Blu-ray players, the players menu, all right, not a disc menu or anything, the players menu that comes up before anything else was being sent at 4K 60 12-bit. They're like, let's just freaking blow this out and make sure that everyone goes and buys an HDMI high-speed premium certified cable, because we're just gonna like completely like this is the max it could be. So if you can do this, you can definitely do everything else.
For our white on black menu, we're sending 12-bit color. Thank you. We're done.
And it was pretty dumb because other than Billy Lynn's long halftime walk, every other Ultra HD Blu-ray movie is 24 frames a second. Yeah. So honestly, the cable you have, it's fully high speed certified. It is fully 10.2 gigabits certified. It will pass 4K at 24 frames per second, 10-bit color all day long. You will not have a problem with that. That is all but one Ultra HD Blu-ray movie so far.
So you know what movie you have to buy along with your Oppo, though, right?
Right, yeah.
You have to buy this movie in order to test it.
But it's also like, you know, you could replace the cable at some future date if and when you ever actually do need all that extra bandwidth. Right now, you really don't. Yeah. You know, in practical terms, almost everything is 24 frames a second.
This does go back to the number of times we've had questions asked where people omit very important pieces of information, like, will my cable pass? And then not tell us what the cable is. So, you know, it's just remember when you're asking questions, try to give us all the info. Too much info is better than not enough. So, there we go. Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.